Tonight marks the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Lundy's Lane, promising Niagara Falls residents and tourists a night to remember.
200 years ago, this was the bloodiest battle of the War of 1812. This is the second most horrendous battle that we had in Canadian soil. So for the 200th anniversary on Friday night, July 25th, we wanted to do something special and unique. We're standing here on the battlefield behind the former Battlefield's school. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a very special event to commemorate those people that fought and died here, but also get the community to understand really what the War of 1812 was about and what the Battle of Lundy's Lane was about.
The event this evening is giving people a visual understanding of the Battle of Lundy's Lane.
The space that we have here at Lundy's Lane isn't big enough to really hold a full-scale reenactment. Our friends at Chippewa did a wonderful one on July 5th and 6th, so we're doing something a little bit different. You can see behind me with the last stages of Next Company Theatre getting ready to prepare for the performance that they're going to do. We're working with reenactors. We'll have reenactors here on the field.
Organizers are trying to bring the battle back to life tonight by putting participants right in the middle of the fight.
This is part of the infancy of Canada. War of 1812 happened a very long time ago, and that's sort of what the march is about, is to make people connect with what these people did, because quite often when it's that far back, it becomes almost a scene of play, or it's something that happened to other people. This was an invading army here right on this property. We have just over where the school is now, basically Americans came out in full force through chestnut groves. And we know that they attacked the British, and it was a horrendous scene. And really it's important for us to connect this, because this is the infancy. This was the Americans moving through the space in an attempt to conquer this territory. And so it's important for us to understand both that we repelled an invading army, but also that there's a difference, that there's an us in this equation, and that in some ways this is the starting of the Canadianhood and what Canadians are, and as well as the aftermath, the fact that there was peace after this, that we could find a way, a middle ground, that we could draw some lines in the sand and in the earth and in the river, and really determine that this wasn't going to happen again, because this was a horrible thing to happen to neighbors.
Tonight's walk begins at 2 points, Oaks Park and the Maid of the Mist Niagara College campus. It will last 30 minutes, ending at the Drummond Hill Cemetery.
It's a chance for citizens to get involved. You know, it's not seeing reenactors there. They're actually involved. They're walking along the same routes that were taken. And then especially towards the end when they come into the field, you know, they see there's the foe over there, and you're coming towards them and each other. And, you know, I mean, this is a good, fun, jovial time. But if you think, you know, those were the guys who were trying to kill you, you were trying to kill them type of thing, it's really, I think, brings home the closeness of the situation.
Don Jackson is participating in tonight's event as a reenactor. To him, it's more than entertainment. It's an opportunity for people to learn about the fine details of the battle.
There's nothing more important than community involvement in events like this. But this one in particular is really important. The 200th anniversary marks the final advance of the Americans into Canadian territory. It's the farthest that they came in 1814, and from that point on, it was a movement back towards the United States, and really it marks a very important turning point in the history of the development of our country as a nation.
Even though the Battle of Lundy's Lane is one of the most crucial, it's not where the war ended. Similarly, there's more to come in the bicentennial celebrations. In Niagara Falls, reporting for The Source, I'm Sylvia.